Hi guys, this is Will from New Energy 21. Hope you're all doing all right. I hope you're all doing well today. So today I wanted to make a quick video about burnout. Now, stress burnout, adrenal burnout, sometimes called nervous breakdown because people don't know what else to call it. It's more a physical breakdown really. But I wanted to make a video specifically about this because the times that we're living in at the moment are overwhelming for most people. My belief was that a lot of people were on the edge before the CV-19 crisis, but now we're being pushed further and further down the line. Certainly in the UK, we can't see an end to this at the moment. So I wanted to make a video about stress, and I wanted to make a video about burnout because it could be very educational for everyone out there at the moment. So adrenal burnout, stress burnout, whatever you want to call it, usually starts off with a set of factors that you may be going through. This could be fear-based stress. It could be the environment that you're living. It could be the job that you have. It could be any situation in your life that is making you feel highly uncomfortable. Now, from a physiological level, what this does is it pushes your endocrine system. Now, your endocrine system consists of your thyroid and your adrenal glands and other little funky glands, but those are the two main hormone glands which basically regulate your hormones. Now, when you're under stress, whether that be emotional stress or sometimes physical stress, it could be from excessive EMFs, but usually I find with burnout, it usually starts with fear. So it's your belief system and the environment that you're in. Now, what happens when you are in fear and being overwhelmed every day is that your body goes into a fight and flight mode. Now, this could be panic attacks, it could be high amounts of anxiety, it could be high amounts of fear. Now, if you're doing that every day for a good portion of the day, then your adrenal glands and your thyroid glands are releasing lots of hormones. Now, the biggest stress hormone is aldosterone. Now, what aldosterone does is it gives you the energy to fight or to run. Now, that was very useful thousands of years ago when we had to actually, get out there and hunt and survive and against maybe other tribes and that sort of thing. We had to run, we had to fight. But these days, the fear is way out of proportion. And so what we're doing is we're releasing all these hormones to fight and to run, when in fact we're probably sitting at our desks or sitting at home looking at our mobile. So what we're not doing is we're not actually processing these emotions very well, and these hormones are being released all the time without us actually kind of exercising and doing things to kind of get ourselves out there to kind of regulate the stress. What we're doing mainly is just sitting there or staying in the same job, staying in the same relationship and being under the same amount of stress. So aldosterone is released into the system. Now, if you have high amounts of aldosterone over time, you will start to get symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, IBS, headaches, anxiety, insomnia, and whatever your genetic weakness is to stress. Now, you can't carry on doing that for long. I mean, some people do it for years. Putting the thyroid, putting the adrenal glands under pressure and stress, and so you end up essentially burning out the adrenal glands and the thyroid glands. They cannot continue to function at that level. So what happens is they start to slow down. If you developed an anxiety disorder, whether that's social anxiety, generalized anxiety, and I hate to say it, but at the moment there's going to be a lot of that around. If you've developed those mental symptoms, that could be part of burnout. It could be a belief system that you have, but it will, if not dealt with, lead to burnout. So if you're getting those symptoms that I'm talking about, feeling overwhelmed, being intolerant to stress, very physical, lots of stress, very physical on the body, on your tummy, on your head, on your sleep, on your energy levels. What happens is over time, it pushes you to just burn out the whole system. Now, from a physiologial and a mineral point of view and a metabolic point of view, lots of stress pushes you into fast oxidation, which means that you're all the time. what happens when you burn out is that you slowly slow down and slow down and slow down because your body can't cope anymore, and you basically have a physical breakdown. Your glands burn out, inability to cope. Your body shuts down because it's the only thing it can do. Your body's very clever, and so it can't carry on. It just shuts down in the end. So what happens then is that you basically become exhausted like you've never felt, ill like you've never felt. When you first go into burnout, lots of things will hurt. Your liver will hurt, your kidneys will hurt, lots of bits of the body that you've never really paid attention to will hurt, muscles will hurt, joints will hurt, because you haven't got the hormones that those organs and glands require to do their job properly. And so everything's hurting, everything's giving you a symptom, a massive set of symptoms. And so adrenal fatigue, adrenal burnout is despicable. You don't want to go there, and once you're in it, it's very hard to get out of it. So my education to you is to catch burnout before it gets too serious, before it gets chronic for you to have to deal with over time. So what can you do? To avoid burnout, you need to be aware of certain things going on in your life. If it's your environment, you need to address it. If it's a relationship, you need to address it. If it's a set of beliefs about yourself, you need to address it. But also, that's the kind of physical location, emotional side of it. You really, really need to find out what's going on with your body at a physical level. It was my hope that people would understand what's going on with burnout and catch it quickly. What can be done is you can take supplementation to slow you down during the burnout phase. You can take vitamins and minerals to support you while you're trying to be in that environment, while you're trying to figure out how to deal with it. You can be taught relaxation techniques. You can be taught to change your diet so your body's getting all the minerals it needs so it can cope with the amount of stress that you're going through. But also we can teach you how to ground your energy, how to come back to the present moment. Burnout can sometimes often be to do with the amount of toxins held in your cells as well. So we can teach you how to gently detox. Now, if you feel like you're going through that and you feel like you're becoming unwell, then what I use to check the state and the level of someone's burnout is a hair mineral analysis. A mineral analysis basically gives indications of the amount of hormones that are rushing through your system. It's in my opinion, one of the best tests, the most accurate test you can do is a hair mineral analysis. It has to be from the right lab because it will indicate to a consultant certain minerals on that test will show us and reflect to us what your hormones are doing. We can either speed you up or slow you down. We can load you with minerals and so you can cope better. We can give you the right diet for your oxidation. We can teach you grounding techniques, teach you meditation techniques. And so one of my passions is burnout, simply because I've been through it. I know what such an awful situation it is for you. And so I just wish people that are working in high stress environments, who are in high stress environments, generally with work or home, would do this test, find out what the state of their body chemistry is and address it. And going forward, you can educate yourself about what you need to do to firstly avoid burnout, but if you're in it, how to get out of it. So guys, I hope that was really helpful for you. Again, if you feel you're burning out, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer anything. But if you want to go a stage further, if you want to check your minerals, if you want to check the state of your body chemistry, see where you are on that kind of burnout process, and to catch it, get in there quick. Then if you're interested in that, please check out the link below, and we can have a chat. But anyway, guys, I hope lockdown isn't affecting you too much. Everything passes, and so will this. And so keep strong, keep positive, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.